MLB Network is your exclusive home for postseason baseball. It's Game 2 of the ALDS between the Cleveland Indians and the Toronto Blue Jays. Hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian welcoming you to our exclusive postseason coverage on MLB Network. I'm joined by Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac. And Danny, an important ball game coming up here in Game 2.
Yeah, this is just a 5-game series, so getting that first win under you is great. The most important game of a series, though, is the next one you're about to play. So treating this game like it's absolutely critical is a good way not to get too comfortable with your lead.
Set for what should be a good one. Lineups and first pitch are next. The crowd is ready to erupt as their guys get set to take the field. Let's join public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
And now, your Toronto Blue Jays.
Briefly here, a glance at the two starters who'll get the ball here in this one. Now a moment here for the Indians starting lineup. Anybody catch your eye, Dan?
Well, Matt, I think the cleanup hitter might be the difference in this game. The guy is in the middle of the lineup, and when he's in the middle, things just happen. Guys in front of him get on, he drives them in, and if not, he has the ability to get things started and set the guys up behind him. He's a force.
Michael Valenzuela is on the mound for Game 2. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, this guy has a 4-pitch repertoire, right? And those are a lot of nice options to have. You can go hard, soft. You can go in and out. And anytime you have 4 pitches, if you can throw them for strikes, you have the big advantage.
All right, guys, time for a look at how the Toronto Blue Jays set up on defense today. And the guy patrolling center field today, I can't emphasize this enough. If you want a good ball club, you better be strong up the middle. Center field being that main component with catcher, shortstop, and second base. This guy takes tremendous routes to the ball, strong and accurate arms, and just a leader on the field.
At the plate, Lionel McGee. He will lead this one off today.
Lionel McGee.
First pitch coming, here it is. And afternoon baseball on MLB Network is underway. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Swing and a miss at the good old Uncle Charlie.
Hey, I know how frustrated he is right now. They say the pitcher gets a strike, the hitter gets a strike, and the umpire gets a strike. That's exactly what's happening right now. He's got to regroup. He's got one more.
Good wood on it there, but foul, so they'll do it again. The 0-2 once more. Gets him swinging. He struck him out.
Let's take a look at the sequence here again. The first 3 pitches, all 3 down in the zone. So now you've got a guy that's thinking something down around the knees. He's conditioned to kind of look down there. That's when you mix it up and put it by him at the letters.
In now, Cedric Hessman. Missed with a breaking ball. Bases are empty, 1 man out. A ball and a strike.
I'm no hitting expert, but you can't take a swing that's a whole lot more uglier than that one.
A ball and 2 strikes. And set up working the plate is Matthew Ross as you see the rest of the umpiring crew there.
Well, D-Row, you better be ready to swing. With Matt Ross behind the dish, big zone.
Yeah, you know coming into this one, you better pull the trigger. If something's close, Matt Ross is going to punch your ticket.
2-2. 1 out, nobody on. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone.
The main job of the number 1 and 2 hitters is to set the middle of the order up with an opportunity to do some damage. So when you strike both of them out, you're putting yourself in a pretty good position to make it through the teeth of the lineup without a whole lot of stress.
Here's the first pitch to him. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. And he lays off a fastball here that looked pretty good, but it's 2-0. Now the 2-0 home. Now a ball lined to the left side, but foul. Just getting started at the Rogers Center. 2-2 the count.
Hey, he looked like he was a little bit out in front on that breaking ball right there. The body can go a little bit. If he was able to keep his hands back a little bit, he might have been able to do some damage with that pitch.
Struck him out, so he makes quick work of him here. 3 straight strikeouts, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. It's on to the bottom of the first. No score on MLB Network. With that, let's take a look at the Blue Jays starting lineup. Danny, any thoughts?
You know, I'm looking forward to seeing if that man hitting 8th can continue to stay hot. Yeah, 8. He's an imposing figure with a bat in his hands. Always seems to turn in a good at-bat, and he can do a lot of damage when he barrels up the ball.
Juan Franco will be on the bump for Game 2 of the series. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, every team needs a pitcher like this one here. His numbers aren't going to blow you away. Career ERA just under 4. But one thing he does, he takes the ball every 5 days, throws strikes, and gives his team a chance to win every single time he goes out there. He'll be fun to watch in this one here today.
Here's how the Indians are setting up on D. And the average big league shortstop can make every play. But can they make the highlight reel play? In order to do that, you got to be able to put your back foot in the ground and absolutely unload from that 5.5 hole if you're playing shortstop. And that's what this guy does. He brings a different element to the game. He has got an absolute hand.
Into the box, Babe Wooten. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. First offering on its way. And he fouls this one off. The windup and the 0-1. And here's a curveball in the dirt that time for a ball. 1-1. Wooten can be considered a bit of a one-dimensional hitter, I guess, in terms of making contact. He tends to see the ball out of right-handed pitchers' hands well, but doesn't seem to pick up the left-handers at the same level. Franco has made a name for himself as a starter that simply misses the barrel of the bat. He rarely allows a large number of hits, and he does a pretty good job at keeping the ball in the ballpark when the hitters do make contact. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Reyes moves over. 1 away.
Batting second baseman, Mark Marchand.
Stepping in for the Jays, Mark Marchand. He'll get to take his first cuts here. First pitch on its way. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Abreu giving chase. And that's the second out of the inning. And so with 2 away now, let's give you another look at our playoff bracket as you see what could lie ahead for the winner in this series. So striding in, Duncan Shaver, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Here comes the first pitch. Fouled off. Lifted down the line in left. Reyes on the move. He's got it. A great running play, and that'll retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Blue Jays. And this is still a 0-0 ball game. Now at the plate, Felipe Abreu.
Right fielder, Felipe Abreu.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1. Valenzuela, a veteran at 35 years of age. He's a 5-year vet at the major league level. The 1-0. A bouncer up the middle. To his left, Shaver. Throw to first will be in time, and there's one gone here to start the second.
Batting fifth, left fielder, Sean Reyes.
Now at the plate, Sean Reyes. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Looks at a curveball over the inside corner.
Hey, I don't blame him right there, giving up on that inside curveball, little front hipper. That's a tough pitch. You just can't figure out where the point of contact should be.
Here it comes. Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball. Still looking for our first hit in the ball game. Hard hit ball to second. And there's a base hit. The first one of the ball game for the Indians.
Batting sixth, catcher, Darryl George.
At the plate, Darryl George. First shot for him here with a runner at first now and one away. He's set. Here it comes. And that's cut on and missed. 0-1.
Hey, what a great pitch right there in a big situation to pull the string on that changeup. He knew that hitter was going to be super aggressive.
The 0-1 pitch. Softly hit out to short. And that'll get down for a base hit.
A lot of traffic hitting the base pass first and second with one out. I know you're looking for a double play ball, Dan.
No question about it. I think one of the things you like to do on a pitcher is try to jump on him early before he gets settled in. So far, so good. First and second. Looks like a big inning could be brewing.
Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound. Stepping in now, Danny Temple, as he will take a look at strike one on a fastball right down the pipe. Now the 0-1. A fastball right over the outside corner.
The guy on the mound must have a different scouting report than we have right here. This looks like a beautiful situation for a double play right here, but he continues to pound up in the zone.
scorched to third. And that's through into left, a base hit. And they're not going to get him. He's in there at the plate.
Hey, Dero, they're making this guy pay. That's 3 straight singles and a run driven in.
Yeah, nothing hit extremely hard. Killing them softly, station to station with those knocks.
Into the box now, Robert Young, as he'll look at a fastball too high for ball 1.
Hey, I know there's a lot of game left, but that is such an important run there in the top of the first. Try and silence this crowd. I can't tell you, in postseason play, 1 run feels like 3 or 4.
And he comes back with 1 in there for a high strike.
Hey, he got away with that 1 right there. If he's going to live up there, spinning it up top of the zone, he's going to get hurt.
A line shot to third base. Throw to the bag, and the runner's back in time.
Batting ninth, third baseman, Derek Weir.
Now at the plate, Derek Weir. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Takes a high fastball for a strike.
You know, if I'm the hitter right here, I'm like, okay, you want to come get some early in the count? I was about to wait you out, but now game on.
George on second, Temple on at first with 2 down. And here's a swing and a miss as he falls behind 0-2.
In today's game, if you're not disciplined for striking out, why would you change your approach with 2 strikes right here? Expect this guy to try and drive the baseball right here.
He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. And there's one well above the zone for a ball.
Pretty standard fastball right there, 0-2. Now he's changed the eye level of the batter so he can start working something in like an off-speed curveball down in the zone.
The 1-2. And this is down at knee level as it's chopped foul at home plate. Again, a 1-2. Fouled away. Two men are on with 2 men out. And the inning goes away in unceremonious fashion on a swing and a miss at a ball way outside the strike zone. Indians forced to settle for 1. On now to the bottom of the second. Cleveland's out in front, 1-0. Leading off the inning, Jermaine Godwin, and they'll need him to get something going here. Here's the first pitch to him. And it's fouled away. Before the 0-2 pitch, he'll step out of the box here to regroup. The next 0-2. In the dirt. Did he go around? Yes, he did. And he makes the throw to first. Godwin is retired, and there's one away.
Batting 10th, designated hitter, Marco
At the
Hidalgo.
plate now is the designated hitter, Marco Hidalgo. First pitch coming. Here it is. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Temple is there, and he makes the catch for the out.
Batting 6th, third baseman, Nick Wolf.
Ready now, Nick Wolf. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And a fastball just a bit up. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. And this one's too far inside, ball 2. Two out, nobody on. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. And it's a foul ball. The 2-1 home. Popped him up. George over to his right. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Blue Jays go down in order. They're down 1-0. Back now on MLB Network as we welcome you back to Toronto and Rogers Center. Digging in, the switch hitter, Lionel McGee. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. First pitch on its way. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike. McGee, a 32-year-old veteran. He's a 9-year major league vet. Late on that one as it's fouled off to the left side. Oh, and 2, here it comes. And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2.
0-2 pitch in the dirt. I think that was a purpose pitch. These guys are swinging at just about everything, so he's going to take a chance to see if they'll chase one even further out of the zone.
Swing and a miss as he starts the third the same way he ended the second, with a punch out, one away. Good job of making him chase a pitch for the strikeout there.
Yeah, Matt, that's the advantage of getting ahead in the count. You can really force hitters to expand their zone and protect. And when they're in that mode, getting them to go after a pitch they can't do much with becomes a lot easier.
Into the box, Cedric Hessman, as he will swing and miss at a breaking pitch on the outer half. It's 0-1. Looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at bat. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. Reaches out for one and hits it on the ground to second. Marchand fields it cleanly, and that's the second out.
Had to protect there with 2 strikes, and he just got it off the end of the bat. Not much of a problem for the infield at that point.
Standing in now, Ken Hayes. Popped him up. And no one can get there. He'll try it again. 0 for 1 after he took a look at strike 3 in his first plate appearance. The windup and the 0-1. There's a breaking ball over the outer half. Takes this the other way to right. That's his first base hit. Make him 1 for 2 now.
That base hit was screaming off the bat, and our show track technology more than confirms it. 111 miles an hour was the exit velocity of that line drive.
In now, Felipe Abreu. And the first pitch misses to him. It's ball one. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Here it comes, 1-0. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Hayes is on his way home. Now the relay home is in time, and he's cut down at the plate as they team up to gun him down. So they pick up no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and a runner left. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. It's the Indians 1, the Jays nothing. Stepping up now, Rod Ramirez, 7, 8, and 9 to start the home third.
Not much going on offensively so far for these guys. 6 up, 6 down. We'll see if the bottom part of the lineup can get something going.
Well, the home crowd seems a little restless, so I'm sure they'd appreciate it. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And a neck-high fastball that time. The 1-0 is belted, and take a look at this. Deep to right center field, and it's gone. Solo shot to right center. His second home run of the series, as the Blue Jays are even now at 1 run apiece.
Well, if you're going to give up a towering blast to one of the best players in their lineup, it's better to do it with no one on base. It stings, sure, but a solo shot isn't going to be the deciding factor in a game.
Batting 8th, Patrick Carlton Miller.
First pitch of the at-bat. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike. The knee buckler, and he swings and misses at it. Base is empty here with nobody out. Fastball swung on and missed for the first out.
Every pitcher gives up home runs, some more than others, but the best ones forget about them as soon as the next guy digs into the batter's box. He showed me a lot right there by going after the next hitter and striking him out on only 3 pitches.
Stepping in now, Franklin Dahl. No balls and a strike to count. And a curveball that started low and broke lower, ball 1. High in the air out towards shallow right. Abreu in a few steps as he takes it. 2 down.
Now batting, center fielder, Babe Wooten.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Babe Wooten. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Here's the first pitch to him. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0.
I don't know why in the world anybody would want to be an umpire. That manager has given this umpire an earful on a pitch that he thought was a strike, and he's certainly trying to defend his pitcher.
Here's a breaking ball, too low, 2-0.
Boy, this is a spot you really don't want to be in with a great hitter like this. 2-0 count. We'll see right here if he lays one in there to give him a pitch to swing at.
Now the 2-0. Outside, 3-0 now.
I wouldn't be surprised if he had the green light here. Matter of fact, I know he's got the green light here. He's looking for something set or cut, and he's looking to do damage.
Here it comes, the 3-0. Down the third baseline. And that's through for a base hit. Make him 1 for 2 in this one. And he's safe.
As we look again at that double here, you can see that he was thinking too right out of the box. Smashed it down the line, and that was some great hustle to beat the throw to second to earn himself a double.
Coming to the plate now, Mark Marchand. Runner in scoring position with Sugan. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. But a foul ball here, 0-1. And he gets him to lift one high in the air and drifting out to shallow center. McGee will put this one away, and the side is retired. But the Jays are able to tie things up thanks to the solo home run. We're through 3 north of the border. All even now at 1-1. Stepping into the box, Sean Reyes. He singled his last time up.
Sean Reyes.
First offering on its way. And that one just missed outside. The 1-0. Swinging a ball chopped foul down the left side. Good changeup that time, but he wouldn't bite on it.
It's 2-1.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Wooten moves over, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
The batter, catcher, Darryl George.
Striding in once again, Darryl George. He reached on a single in his first try. First pitch of the at-bat. Up around the face. A breaking ball taken at the knees for strike 1.
This guy has been throwing the ball so well, and that's exactly why. He has such a feel for that secondary pitch. He can flip it over whenever he wants and get back in the count.
1-1. Misses, ball 2.
2 balls, 1 strike.
1 run, 5 hits. No errors to this point for the Indians. Popped him up. Miller over to his left. And he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
Now batting, the center fielder, Danny Temple.
Digging in now, Danny Temple. He came through with an RBI single in his last at bat. First pitch on its way. There's a strike.
0-1.
The 0-1. Gets a good piece of it there, but this is foul off toward the third base coaching box. 1 run, 5 hits. No errors to this point for the Indians. Check swing and a quick appeal down to third, but Darryl Parker says he did not go around. It's ball 1. The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him. Down in order go the Tribe. On to the bottom of the 4th, tied 1-1. Now in the box, Duncan Shaver. He flew out in his last at bat.
The shortstop, Duncan Shaver.
Here's the first pitch to him. Hit down the third base line. This is foul for the first strike. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Oh, and a half swing there on a pitch out of the zone. Indeed, it's strike 2. And the pitch. Still no balls and 2 strikes.
Batter's going to have to find a way to regroup right there. That caught too much of the plate. He knew it. He missed it. He might not get another opportunity to put the ball in play.
The next 0-2. Misses for ball 1.
2 strikes.
Now he'll step out at the plate and reassess things here. Ready on 1 and 2. Grounded down the third baseline. And that's the first out. So with 1 away, let's punch up the graphic and show you the pitch speed comparison for the 2 starters here in the 4th inning. Both guys topping out at 95 miles an hour. Striding into the box, Jermaine Godwin. He got called out on strikes his last time through. He's ready. Here's the first offering. A dive, and he knocks it down. And not really much of a chance to recover there as he'll reach first on what undoubtedly will be scored as an infield single.
No mistake what he was sitting on. Fastball middle of the plate, kept his hands back, stayed through the baseball, and delivers a hard hit line drive.
Coming forward now, the Toronto designated hitter, Marco Hidalgo. First pitch coming. Here it is. Missed with a slider. And there he goes towards second. Pitch misses low. The throw down is not close as he's in there with a stolen base. Godwin leads off second with 1 gone in the inning. Now a pickoff play at second. Oh, and they easily pick him off. That's awful.
You pull a fastball like that, you got to tell yourself to slow it down a little bit, play more gap to gap, and keep that front shoulder square, pointed towards the pitcher. That'll keep everything on plane.
Here now the 2-2. Lifted into the air to shallow center. Temple is going to get there. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Down in order go the Blue Jays. Fifth inning coming up, tied at 1. In now for Cleveland, Robert Young.
For Cleveland, second baseman, Robert Young.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Breaking ball taken right down the middle. Young, a California-born ball player. He's a veteran of 7 years at the major league level. The windup and the 0-1. Looking at a tough pitch called a strike. Hit down the line at first, but this will wind up foul. Still 0-2. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Off the plate at 94, 1-2.
You know, Matty, I'm not surprised by that pitch. Raise the eye level a little bit. Maybe we get something bouncing in the dirt right here.
Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning.
I always like watching pitchers that attack with their fastballs until there's a reason to start mixing it up. He hasn't needed many of the secondary pitches so far in this one, and there was another good fastball for a strikeout there.
Into the box, Derek Weir, as he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. And it's a called strike to even the count at 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. A ball and 2 strikes now.
Great job on those last 2 pitches of varying speeds. Gave him a hard fastball, and then he locked him up with a changeup.
The 1-2. Swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
2 up, 2 down on strikes in this inning. He looks really sharp out there, guys.
Lionel McGee.
So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Lionel McGee. He's gone down on strikes twice already in this one. And Dan, when you know you have a chance to hand someone a hat trick for the game, is there any extra motivation to punch him out again?
Hey, there's no doubt about that, Matt. When you have a good hitter like this and you punched him out twice already, you just want to continue to go out there and make good pitches and see if you can't dominate him for a 3rd time.
Here comes a Toronto skipper out toward the pitcher's mound. And a change is in the offing, as that'll be all for his starter this afternoon. So he'll head for an early shower as he fails to go the requisite 5 innings. But it doesn't matter anyway in a tie game. He'll lead with a no decision. Brian Wilhelm is ready, and he'll take the ball from the manager. Here comes the first pitch. Fastball, and he swings through it to fall behind. And this is high, a ball and a strike. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he struck out again. That's the 3rd time he's gone down on strikes in this one. Indians go down 1, 2, 3. Halfway home, all even at 1 apiece. Digging in, Nick Wolf. His last at-bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory. First pitch of the at-bat. Line toward right center. And that's a base hit. 1 for 2 in his first couple of plate appearances.
Boy, Dero, it's about time they got something brewing here. First pitch single, and maybe now they can start to get some traffic on the bases.
Yeah, absolutely, Dan. Ambush tactics, not always the play. You want to drive that pitch count up and get into that bullpen, but sometimes desperate times call for desperate measures.
Into the box now, Rod Ramirez. He went deep in his first at-bat, and we'll see what he's got in store for us here.
The last at-bat, Matty B, we heard this guy's a good fastball hitter. He got a fastball and didn't miss it. We'll see if they pitch him a little bit differently this time and mix in some off-speed pitches.
Seared down the first baseline. Lifted the other way to left center. And he will make the nice running catch out there as he had to travel a long distance to rein that one in.
The batter, catcher, Carlton Miller.
So striding forward now, Carlton Miller. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Swing, and there it goes. Deep to left field. And gone up into the second deck. It's a two-run shot to straightaway left, his second home run of the series, and it gives the Blue Jays a 3-1 lead. That ball was absolutely blasted. 113 miles an hour off the bat, according to Show Track. As you see the distance there, that's one that'll get people talking. Standing in now, Franklin Dahl, as he'll take a look at ball one. So far, 0 for 1 with a flyout. The 1-0. Yanked fouled off to the right. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Hit hard on the ground to first. Diving try, but it's through into the outfield.
The batter, center fielder, Babe Wooten.
Ready for another shot now. Babe Wooten. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. First pitch on its way. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike. This is skied into short left center. Reyes is in pursuit. He's got it. A nice play there. 2 away.
Up next for the Blue Jays, second baseman, Mark Marchand.
Digging in once again, Mark Marchand, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here. He's set, and the pitch. Pulled toward right center field. Temple moving to his left. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Jays strike for a couple as you get another look at the 2-run dinger. We're through 5 here this afternoon. It's now 3-1 Blue Jays. Next will be the designated hitter, Cedric Hessman. And he and his fellow top-of-the-order hitters haven't really offered much help for this lineup so far.
No, your 1, 2, 3 guys are the ones you look to generate a lot of action, and they just haven't been up to the task so far in this one. Still time for them to turn it around, though. We'll see if it happens.
First pitch on its way. Takes a fastball on the inside corner.
Hey, boys, although I'd love to get all over this offense for underachieving, let's tip our cap to this pitching staff right here. They've been able to execute, working all 4 quadrants and keeping this team totally off balance.
Tough one to lay off, called a strike. And he won't offer it that. Too high. 1-2.
0-2 pitch, not even close to the zone, and a fastball might be an indication that he's going to start using some of his secondary pitches.
A breaking ball swung on and missed, and he's set down for the second time this afternoon.
Now batting, the first baseman.
Striding in for the Indians, Ken Hayes. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. First pitch of the at-bat. There's a fastball that just misses. Ball 1. The 1-0 home. Hit out towards second. Marchand takes it in. And there's out number 2.
Now batting, right fielder, Felipe Abreu.
Ready once again, Felipe Abreu. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. And the pitch. And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike 1.
Hey, 2 outs, nobody on, and a power hitter up. This is where, as a pitcher, you got to use the hitter's aggression against him. Get him to fish a little bit. Something a little more out of the zone than normal.
A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. We're in the 6th inning here in a 3-1 ball game. Breaking ball, and he gets him to chase it in the dirt. And that ends the inning. So nothing happening this time around. Part of the order, 3, 4, and 5 coming up. It's the Blue Jays 3 and the Indians 1. Craig Peters enters to do the pitching in the bottom of the 6th.
Number 4, Craig Peters.
Into the box now, Duncan Shaver. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far.
The shortstop, Duncan Shaver.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. This is line to left. Reyes is right there as he puts it away. No problem for the first out.
Well, he hit that ball pretty well, but the only problem was that he pulled off it just a bit. The location was a little on the outer half, so he would have hit it even better if he would have stayed through the middle of the field with it.
Into the box now, Jermaine Godwin, as he will line this one into right center, and this is going to get down and should be extra bases. Running hard, he's digging for second, and he's in there easily at second with a 1-out double. Off the bat, it was pretty clear right away that that hit was going to get him at least 2 bases.
Yeah, Matt, some people like to crow about homers and towering drives, but you have to like hits like this. A no-doubt double the second it left his bat. Like you said, the only question was whether the outfielders were going to be able to keep him at second, which they did.
In now, Marco Hidalgo as he drives a liner to right center. And a dive, but it rattles in and out of the glove. And the runner from second will stay put at third, so they're runners at the corners now with 1 away.
Boy, there's a bullet base hit right there, but you have to hold there, D-Row, to make sure that gets through and isn't caught for a line drive double play.
Yeah, you have to play the game right there and respect the infield and respect the line drive. I know he wants to get a ribby for his buddy, but that's the way the game's played.
Stepping in now, Nick Wolf. Popped him up. George waits on it, He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
Now batting, first baseman, Rod
Ramirez will stride in again, and before he takes his cuts here, let's flash you back to the 3rd inning. This was just a solo shot, but it definitely helped get this offense going. Working to keep them in the game here. In there for strike 1.
Bobby Cox always used to say, I'm going to put you in positions to be successful. Well, against a modern-day bullpen, easier said than done. These guys are throwing flames from all arm angles.
Behind 0-2 now.
I always say hitting is a process of elimination at the plate. I think he could go ahead and eliminate changeup. 2 in a row back-to-back. I don't think there'll be a 3rd.
A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Temple looking up. And that one is gone on a 2-strike count with 2 away in the inning. So a 3-run shot to left center, his 2nd home run of the game, and it's now a 6-1 ball game.
Yeah, he is kicking himself right now. He worked his tail off to get out of that jam and was 1 strike away from getting there, and then boom, all that work goes to waste. From 0 damage to a 3-run homer in the blink of an eye.
Carlton Miller will stand in again as we flash you back to the middle innings here. This was a big blow, a 2-run home run that really got his guys going. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Now this one is blasted to left field, and there's no doubt about it. Back-to-back jacks. Solo shot here to left, his 2nd of the game, as it's now a 6-run ball game. Long ball is playing in this one. That was the 4th blast of the game so far for this lineup. Dan Dero, what are your thoughts on what they're doing as a team so far?
Dan, they're absolutely knocking the cover off the ball. I'm curious to get your take on this. I didn't find it to be the truth. I didn't mind hitting at night, but a lot of guys say they see the ball better during the day.
You know what's funny, Dero, is I preferred to pitch in night games as opposed to day games. I always thought it was advantage to the hitter, and so far that looks like it's the case in this one right here. They must be seeing the ball really well because they're just absolutely smoking the baseball right now.
Four runs here in this half inning. Oh, and he dusted him off the plate that time. Some mind games being played now. It's 1-2.
Well, giving up hits is one thing, but judging by that last pitch, he doesn't have any consistency with his release point right now. He doesn't know where it's going, and he knows it.
Now the pitch. High in the air out to center field. Temple has it in his tracks. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. So 4 runs in the inning, and they come on the strength of the 2 big flies. We'll go to the 7th now in Game 2. Toronto leads this one 7-1. Back here at Rogers Center in Toronto. It's on to the 7th now in Game 2, but before we start, there's a look at our game summary to this point. leading off the inning, Sean Reyes. And they'll need him to get something going here.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Drilled to first. Ramirez has it, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Now batting, catcher, Darryl George.
Striding in, Darryl George. Now the pitch. And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike one. Here comes the 0-1. This ball's grounded foul. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Lays off that time, and it's 1-2. The 1-2 is laid off for ball two. Swing, and he takes this the other way to right, and that's into the outfield for a one-out base hit. And he'll pull into second with one away.
Hey guys, he's lucky he's getting this baseball back. He hung that middle of the plate. The batter's eyes lit up and he was able to put Goodwood on.
Standing in now, Danny Temple, as he'll take a called strike here on a borderline pitch at strike one. He's 1 for 2 in this one. And he watches one dip low and inside for a ball. 1-1. The 1-1 home is strike two swinging. The 1-2 is an off-speed pitch taken for a ball. The 2-2, and he fouls this one off. George, the runner at second with one away. Lifted down the line in left, and this will fall, but it's a foul ball. Another 2-2 offering, and a fastball just a bit high.
These are the kind of ABs, regardless of the outcome, you go back to the dugout as the offensive player, and your teammates are loving on you for making that pitcher work and battling it out.
And he finally wins the battle as this is swung on and missed for the second out.
Now batting, second baseman.
Standing in, Robert Young. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame. And now time is called, and the reliever is warm out there.
Your attention, please.
So with a left-handed hitter waiting, they'll go to their own left-hander out of the bullpen.
Omar Alonso.
From the stretch. Softly hit here to the left side. And that's through into left, a base hit. He'll come home with it. Play at the plate, and he's out. A great throw. One left for the Tribe. They're down 7-1. Dexter Kristen enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is.
Dexter Kristen.
And now back to the leadoff spot in the Blue Jays lineup. Stepping in, Babe Wooten.
Babe Wooten.
Here's the first pitch to him. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. And that one stayed up a little high.
When you're down 6 on the mound, you got to at least throw strikes here.
Two-0 count. The pitch. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Moving under it, Reyes. He's got it one away.
Now batting, second baseman, Mark Marchand.
Ready for another chance. Mark Marchand. He'll swing it from the left side right here. Pitch on the way. Sent out to straightaway center field. Temple is there. 2 gone.
Up next for the Blue Jays, the shortstop, Duncan Shaver.
Stepping in, Duncan Shaver. Here's the first pitch to him. And a fastball just below the knees, ball 1. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. 2 out, nobody on. Popped him up. McGee has a play. And the inning is over. 1, 2, 3 go the Blue Jays. They're on top 7-1. Jack Ridley has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
27, Jack Ridley.
leading off the inning, Derek Weir, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Derek Weir.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Here's a strike.
Objective number one right here is finding a way to get on base. So I'm not surprised to see him taking on the first pitch there.
Hit on the ground out to short. And that's through for his first base hit in this one. So a productive start to the inning for the Tribe as their leadoff hitter is aboard.
Last pitch was a fastball. Tries to double up with the same piece of cheese, and it gets turned around. Nice piece of hit.
Into the box now, Lionel McGee. And this one's in the dirt. In time, and he is nailed at second. The 1-0 is laid off, but in there for strike one. One out, nobody on. Two and one now to the Tribe's leadoff man. The 2-1 home. Fouled off.
If I'm on the mound right now, I know I'm in the hitter's head. He was definitely sitting soft. I might speed him up and elevate it right here.
And now a pitch on the way. Fouled away. Breaking ball swung on in the dirt. And he makes the throw to first. McGee is retired, 2 down now. Time to give you a look now at the numbers for our two starting pitchers, and really nothing to write home about on either line, as neither guy was able to last even 6 innings. Now batting, Cedric Hessman. Only 4 outs remaining for them to try and rally back in this one. The pitch. And here's a called strike at the knees. Don't think he liked that one too much, but it's 0-1. Now here's the pitch.
Ball one.
Missed with a breaking ball.
You know he wants that on the mound, especially if it would have made the count 0-2. Didn't get it though, so now you have to make another quality pitch on 1-1.
It's 1-2.
Boy, he juked him out of his shoes with that changeup. Stood almost no chance of doing anything with it, but it probably looked good coming in.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Still 1-2. Another 1-2 delivery. Got him. And that's the 3rd time we've written a K next to his name in this one. Indians fail to score. They're down 7-1. Ronaldo Ramirez comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one. In now, Jermaine Godwin, 2 for 3 with a double on his line so far.
Jermaine Godwin.
First offering on its way. And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
Now batting.
There's a look at the inning-by-inning recap. 7-1 our score as we play the 8th inning of this one. So stepping in, Marco Hidalgo. Now here's the pitch. There's a swing and a high drive into left center field. Reyes looks up and goodbye. This one ain't coming back. So a solo shot here to left center field. His first homer here in the series, as this is now a 7-run ball game. Into the box, Nick Wolf. As he'll send a ground ball down to third. Throw gets him, 2 down.
Good pitch right there to run the two-seamer in on his hands and bunch him up. And an easy ground ball is the result.
Stepping in now, Rod Ramirez. As he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. 2 home runs already to his name in this one, and we'll see if he could possibly strike again.
This guy's having a pretty good week so far in one game. His last at bat, his second home run of the game. We'll see if they'll pitch him a little bit more carefully in this AB.
Again, another foul ball. To first. The flip to the pitcher covering as that will retire the side. Jays add 1 more on the solo home run. Last chance coming up for the Tribe. It's the Blue Jays 8 and the Indians 1. Douglas Weller comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the 9th.
Douglas Weller.
So coming to the plate, Ken Hayes. He's the one to start off the 9th inning with his guys in danger of going down 2 games to none if they can't rally. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. A ball and no strikes. And he can't get out of the way of that one, so the leadoff man will be on to open the frame.
And this is a case of a pitcher letting his frustrations get the best of him. He feels like he gets robbed on the previous pitch, and he just rears back and really let it go on the next pitch, but it got away from him in a big way.
Standing in now, Felipe Abreu. As he'll swing and hit this one hard, but foul off to the left and out of play. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Wooten going back To the track, to the wall. And this ball is gone. No chance to make a play on that one. So a two-run shot to left center. His first homer so far in the series. As they cut the gap a bit, it's now an 8-3 ball game.
When that pitch was grooved right down Main Street, he couldn't believe it. He started salivating when he saw it, but stayed back enough to put a great swing on it.
Now batting.
Into the box now, Sean Reyes. And he takes ball one. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. Takes a look at a changeup there, and it's a ball and 2 strikes now. The 1-2. Swinging a hard hit ball towards the hole, and a knock for him this time. He's 2 for 4 for the game.
Hey, they weren't going to keep this guy down for long. That's the ebbs and flows of a baseball season. Bottom line is this guy has bat to ball skills. You knew he was going to get hot eventually.
Into the box, Darryl George, as he'll take a changeup here for strike 1. And this one misses to the Cleveland backstop. It's even at a ball and a strike. A 1-2 count to the Indians catcher. Here's the 1-2. Struck him out.
Boy, there's nothing better from a pitcher standpoint than watching that high fastball, a high piece of cheese, swung at and missed. That pitch looks so inviting to hit, but it's awfully tough to put in play.
Sedenquist is into the ballgame here as he takes over behind the plate.
Now catching, number 1, Mitch Sedenquist.
Gil Franco is also into the ballgame as he'll assume duties in left field.
Number 5, Gil Franco.
In now, Danny Temple, batting left-handed here as he takes a look at strike 1. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
just reached back and threw a high fastball right by him. He didn't stand a chance.
Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. Softly on a line to third. The second for one. On to first. Not in time as he just hits the bag ahead of the throw.
Now batting, second baseman, Robert Young.
Now at the plate, Robert Young. And he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the ninth. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And that pitch catches the inside corner. Grounded back up the middle. Throw on to second for the force, and the ball game is over.
Well, maybe a little bit of a problem is they had to wind up going to that bullpen quite a bit. 5 pitchers are going to combine to finish this one to get the win.
Well, heroes are made in the postseason, and he was at least the hero in this one. He's our top player of the game.
And obviously, every game is so important in the postseason. So when you come to play like he did and make a big difference for your team, it's something that won't be forgotten.
Eight to 3 is today's final. The Toronto Blue Jays earn the win and move on to 2-0 in the division series. Brian Wilhelm is credited with the win. So that's a